is showtime. What is up, guys? What's going on? Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. We're back again. We're on a little bit later today, just a few minutes later, only because we got to pack it in tight today. But we're still going to talk about some stuff, check out other people in the comments, and see what's cracking. I want to see what's on your guys' minds today. Let's see what's up with that. Mr. Platinum's in the house. What up, brother? How's it going, man? Good to have you on and watching. Thank you guys for joining us. Please like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Tell your grandmas and don't tell your kids. We don't do stuff for kids here, except for the hat. But guys, we'll get into another loss that really surprised me in the wrestling world, and we'll talk about that in a moment. We'll see what's going on. Platinum comments, I would swear Carmine was running the show with how late the start is. Yeah, I know, right? But you know, Mexican time is completely different from everybody else's time. We get there late and we still get it done early, and we get it done on time, baby. Drew, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Let's bring on my co-host here, guys. Let's bring him on because I can't do this by myself. I need a strong man to help me carry this out. My boy, Mr. Ethan Thompson. What's up, brother?
Oh, he's so strong.
I need a hero.
What is good in the hood? It's Wednesday. It's hump day.
Oh, yeah.
We made it another hump day. It's been a long one this week. I don't know. It feels long.
We need another hump day added to the week. For sure.
Hey, you know firsthand. What I wake up yesterday? Woke up yesterday, put a text out. It's show day, fellas.
I was like, if somebody's really energized today, I was like, okay, let me wait a minute. You had me thinking twice. I was like, holy crap, wait a minute. And then I check again. I was like, no, it's Tuesday. We definitely need a mandatory Wednesday hump day where everybody's off. Make it like a Sunday during the week. Midweek, everybody's off.
To that dick who created a 5-day work week, I hate you. I hate you.
He didn't get a grave only because if people knew where the grave was, they'd have a hard time keeping it clean.
Oh, speaking of graves, shout out to Pops today. It's his birthday. Rest in peace, Pop. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to your daddy, man. Up there in the sky, wherever he may be, brother. Happy heavenly birthday. Another person, speaking of graves, speaking of heavenly birthdays, speaking of somebody who was passed on to the other life, we lost Virgil.
We lost Mr. Breadstick.
Yes. His real name, was it Mike Jones?
Michael Jones. Not to be confused with Michael B. Jones.
No. Michael B. Jones is still very healthy, well, and alive.
He's our guy. Thank clapping God. Cheeks right now. Guarantee you right now he's clapping cheeks. 100%.
Brother, it's another one of those people that contributed to a certain time in an era of wrestling. You know what I mean? It was like at one point I really hated Virgil as his character because he was down with the man, with the money, and when he finally turned, we were all in.
You know what he reminded me of? Have you ever seen that movie The Toy with Richard Pryor?
I've seen plenty of them. Haven't seen that one. I'm gonna have to check it out for sure.
So basically, the premise of the movie, this spoiled rich kid, I'll call $1 million man Ted DiBiase, wants to hire this guy to play with him, and it's Richard Pryor. What up, Drew? And no, Platinum, I wasn't the one late. I'm always on time. They're the ones that are late. Thank you very much. But you remember those times with Virgil, and it's with $1 million man slapping the basketball out of that kid's hand for the money, and all those little good times. That hurts, Platinum.
What's up, Scott? What's going on, brother? What is going on? Mr. Mark Maggard says, good evening, fellas. What's going on, Mark? Happy to have
Marky
you on.
Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Which reminds me, speaking of the Funky Bunch, catch Mark Maggard and the rest of his crew on
Span in the Globe.
That's right, guys.
Tomorrow. Was it 7 Central, 8 Eastern? Some shit like that? Something like that?
I believe it is 8 Eastern because I watch it at work and I get in trouble for it. I got to sneak it in every now and then.
Thank God for you. I pay for YouTube Premium, so my phone could be off and I just listen to like a podcast.
What?
I'll comment when I can, but I just at least I have it playing on the headphones.
Well, today's episode is brought to you by Smokies.
Butter pecans.
Good stuff.
Oh, now what? You have to start giving the proof on that one because all these are different proofs.
You know what? I don't read the proof. I just feel the effect of it, man. But I gotta say, let me see. What's the proof on this damn thing? If I can read right. Where the hell? Okay, I can't find it at the moment. Here it goes. It's not that bad. 35% proof.
So, yeah, okay.
So it's more of like a dessert type of drink. But guys, I'm pouring one out, giving a toast to Ethan's daddy and to Virgil up in the sky, baby. Pouring this one out for him.
My dad always loved breadsticks, so you can hang out with Virgil.
Oh, wow. And I'm going to dock it up with a little bit of Newcastle beer because I like dark beer. And it's just, yeah, fill her to the top.
He's going classy.
Ooh,
that's some thickness right there.
I'm a little bougie with it, brother. I'm a little bougie.
You are.
So
you gotta get that pinky up, though.
Oh.
There you go.
Woo! You still feel the effects of that. It's still pretty good. Mark Maggard confirms 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Mark Maggard says we lost both Virgil and Old. Yeah, Old this week. Yeah. 2 already. And somebody said there was a third one somewhere I saw. Not sure yet. Scott Arthen's comments. Good times Virgil will be missed. And he was an internal part of the $1 Million Man's gimmick. Not so much the NWO. Yeah. I didn't catch him once he went to WCW. I didn't really care for his character in the NWO. I didn't really care for the NWO that much either. I'm a pretty heavy WWF guy, but yeah. Platinum. He says, I'll take a hit on my vape for Pop's memory. Thank you, brother. Mr. Nick Carnival's in the house. What's up, brother?
Nick Carnival, not monitoring his friends at all. Like how I let that just roll out.
And Mr. Nick Carnival comments, and I agree. Let's all go get some ass.
No, see, you can't say that because that gets you banned. They get you banned and blocked and discarded from groups.
Not here though. You're safe here. We're in man zone. We're safe here, guys. We're all good. What's up, Mr. Richard Ward? What's going on, brother? It is a big glass of goat milk. There's only one way to do it. Big goat, big balls, big milk.
Another. It's so hard to keep up with the hobby sometimes, because there's so many fucking lives going on. It's like live after live after live.
Facebook user, what's going on, brother? Coco Beware, huh? Ooh. That's another kid favorite of mine when I was a kid, man.
Now, there you go. I think it was Joey. That traumatized me with the story of Coco Beware's bird dying, and it was like yelling, "Help me" or something in a fire.
Are you serious?
If Joey's watching, he said the story. Apparently they heard screaming, and it was the bird.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? That's crazy, man. But honestly, I would really like to know what's up, the story behind it. If Joey ever comes on here and catches us on this subject, but like, I heard he had multiple birds. I heard he had multiple birds, so I don't know what was going on. If someone accidentally got into his bird box, and
well, because I know Jake had a lot of snakes. I was actually
Greg Harrison,
my buddy.
What's up, brother? Greg Harrison comments, "What's up, guys?" Antonio, thank you again, brother. It's a beautiful, and pics will be coming soon. Hopefully, we will see them. I just releathered his World Heavyweight title. So the new World Heavyweight title came out. Not just as it's me, but I'm saying it came out pretty damn good, I think, man. Frankie,
that's what I hear. That's what I hear. I hear he was crispy.
I heard it tasted just like chicken.
But I turned my friend onto this because in the 80s, in the 90s, they got away with a lot more than they can now with PETA and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So if you go back and look at the old Ultimate Warrior, when Jake Roberts locked him in the snake pit.
The snake pit, yeah.
And he's kicking snakes. He's punting snakes. But they're real snakes.
Yeah, they are.
He is like field goaling like real ass snakes. And I'm like... Oh my God, that would not be allowed now. Like, you know how much trouble they would get into?
That was wild, man. That was definitely wild.
Because I'm like, no, they can't be real. They can't be real. And I turn it back and watch it, and it's like kick, land, slither away. I'm like, oh,
even the British Bulldog. You know what happened to that dog? I don't know. But anyways, that's something we could talk about in another segment sometime.
What happened to the bear
of wrestling?
What happened to the bear that Doink came out with? Well, he wasn't Doink at the time. He was, I forget his other name.
What was his name?
The original
one, Matt Bourne? No, not Matt Bourne. What's his name? Somebody must know. Nick probably knows this. The original Doinks.
But he came out. He was a lumberjack and he had a bear. And this poor bear, man, looked like the most doped up, miserablest bear I've ever seen in my life. Matilda was. She really was.
Mark Maggard comments, Big Josh?
Yes.
Big Josh.
Hey, and for the longest time, I've been going through like these YouTube like videos.
And here's
Thank you, Joey.
What's up, Joey? And he confirms his name. WCW was Big Josh.
I don't remember her name, but I was going through some old YouTube videos, and Honky Tonk Man was shooting like a video, like a music type video. And his backup dancer, she was like getting down. She can dance her ass off, right? And I'm like, why does she look familiar, right? And I'm just watching. It's fucking Sherry Martel. She was the backup dancer for Honky Tonk in one of his videos.
Oh, what the
hell? I'm like, way to recycle people.
They keep them in the loop. What's up, Mr. Curtis Thompson? What's going on, brother? Good to have you on. No comment on that one, but you know, Curtis Thompson.
Yes,
said,
Peggy Sue.
Sherry was Peggy Sue a lot of times. No kidding. I see. Those are the things like I don't catch till now. When I finally go back, it's like movies you've seen like 20 years ago, and then you go back and watch it, and you're like, "Is that holy crap? What the hell?" You know what I mean? That happens to me a lot. I watch movies and then I don't know the name of the actors, but I'll say that's the guy from Lean on Me and blah blah blah. I'm horrible.
Speaking of movies, I was late to the Iron Claw game watching Iron Claw, and I bought it on. I bought it on Amazon, and so I'm watching the movie. You know, we've all seen the behind the scenes and the dark sides of the ring and stuff, and I'm just watching this movie and. I'm sitting. I have an ottoman thing on in my living room, and I'm watching this movie. And like, it's at the end of the movie, and he's carrying Carrie to the table, and read the note, and I'm just watching. And my wife looks over, and I'm like, "These fucking allergies, man. These fucking bullshit."
Pull up in the window. Close the goddamn window.
You know, and then he's sitting there with his kids, and he's just crying and he's just watching him, and he hits him with the I used to be a brother line, and for me it hits my brother died, and I was like,
oh man, I'm there with you.
It hit, bro.
I know it hit home for a lot of people. Good movie.
Fantastic movie.
There were things off. We talked about this before. Some of the facts, some of the belts, but and stuff happens like that all the time. By the way, I didn't
like how they washed over some of the deaths. They just kind of like,
And this is another thing. Like, I hate when they do this. They allow people to do this in theaters now. Nick Carnival answers, "Me too, Ethan. Someone must have been slicing onions in the movie theater." I hate when they do that.
Fast and the Furious 7. I swear to God, we go see Fast and Furious 7 in the movie theaters, right? They hit that end scene, and it gets quiet, right? But then all of a sudden, you hear every guy going. it was like in unison. It was like, dude, just
nothing makes a man cry like a good homie. A dude that is no longer there is a good man. I mean a good guy like Brian. You know what I mean?
They're so valuable. Yeah.
It's so hard to come by, man. Honestly, that's what gets us, because we know how much dirtbags there are in fucking life every day.
And for me, in real life, like, hey,
this guy right here can relate, man. Definitely,
bro. I'm with you. I lost my mom, my dad, my brother. I feel you, bro. But
I still hear that song come on if I'm working on leather, and my wife walks in and she goes, "Are you crying?" "No, I just ran out of water. I had to re-dampen the leather a little bit." Quickest thing I can do is cry out a little bit of tears.
And then I'm not ashamed to admit it, because you know what? I just don't give a flying fuck anymore. But there's just some shit that just hits you after people die. You change a little bit, a lot actually. But that was like Kobe. That was like Kobe too, man. And Brandon, what's up, Brandon? He comments, "The loss of Paul Walker was real. We all felt it." And that is true. That's like Kobe, when we lost Kobe. Who didn't feel that, man? Well,
Hart wasn't a good guy.
It changes you a lot. And I'm watching American Idol, or maybe it was America's Got Talent. This Samoan kid, I Am Tongue, whatever his name is.
Oh, the Samoan guy, the big kid. Yeah.
Singing James Blunt, The Monsters. Bro, I remember just sitting there in front of the TV, literally just crying. Because, it just... I feel you, brother, man. If you ever need to talk, bro, my inbox is always open. It's something that it's hard to find people to not be sympathetic to you, but to understand, unless you've gone through the similar things. People can have empathy for you, but it's really hard unless you know that they felt that type of pain to truly understand it.
Okay, so Mark, and Mark knows this, I'm sure. Probably Joey knows this too. Who was the last surviving brother? His sons are now wrestling in AEW, right?
Yeah,
they're in AEW. I don't know why.
I think they're in AEW, or no, they're in TNA or something.
TNA? I thought they went to AEW for some reason.
Did they go to AEW?
I don't follow AEW anymore, but Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, that scene, brother. Them pulling up to the dock, the brothers reuniting.
See, but the way they did it, though, they didn't mention Jack Jr. at all at the beginning.
I did hear that, yeah.
And at the end, he's like, "Yo, where's my big brother?" And people. I can see how people would be lost, because he was the one that electrocuted himself and drowned, right? He was the young one that electrocuted himself. I believe he drowned because he landed face first in the snow.
Oh wow!
And then they glossed over the younger brother, the runt to the litter that tried to wrestle but couldn't wrestle because he kept getting hurt.
He was hurt or sick and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I seen there is a documentary on Kevin Von Erich and his two sons now, and he talks about the whole thing. You guys got to watch it, man. I don't know. I don't remember if it's on A&E or Hulu, but man, it's pretty good. Got to watch it. He talks a lot about a lot of things they don't mention in the movie.
See, and
I need some gym therapy myself.
We all do.
What's up, Mr. Ben Walker? What's going on, brother? He says, "What's up, fellas? All is well with everyone. It's as good as it can be. We're alive. We put our 2 feet down on the ground today. God is good. God is good. We're alive and well today."
You know what you all get to do too? Enjoy February 29th. Tomorrow. It's that one time you can enjoy it every 4 years.
True that. I'll drink to that.
But yeah, but the movie was, for me, it was a 10 out of 10 movie. Like, and I'm that wrestling fan that I didn't know fucking Texas Tornado had no foot until maybe like 5 years ago.
I didn't know he didn't have a leg either until about 5-6 years ago myself. And even then I was like, nah, no way.
I'm not a dirt sheet guy. I don't dig behind the scenes. I like tuning into Raw and being surprised. I like tuning into SmackDown and being surprised. I don't go looking for.
Me too. I really do. And man, I just don't like how we're lit into the storylines today. You know what I mean? I wish we could take it back 15 years back to where it was a little more kayfabe and a little more, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. That's what I want to. We're too late to go back, but at least try to sell it. Because I don't know if you watched the match with Rhea Ripley and what's this chick's name? God, I forgot. I know.
Nia Jax?
Yeah.
The pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Some of the best camera work to date.
When Nia Jax had her in that little move where her leg was up, and I was just like,
"Oh!" If I had binoculars in my seating that day, like this guy,
dude,
just
say what you want about, some people, hey. That's a good thing, bro.
But it's a good present, though. It better be a damn good one for that amount of time. Joey says that Bret Hart wrote about Carrie's foot in his book almost 15 years
I
ago.
never read the book, to be honest.
Wow.
Say what you want about Rhea Ripley, but that chick is one of the sexier chicks. Like,
and I don't mind the muscle. Like it's very proportionate, very nice.
It fits her well. Like she's like one of the between her attitude, her style, and everything, it just fits. And you're like,
I think she literally carried Nia Jax that whole damn match.
Nia Jax is a bull in a china shop. And I'm not going to run them down because he's my favorite wrestler of all times. But she's more the ultimate warrior of the female division.
What
you're gonna get what you don't get.
What was the name of that chick? Remember Glow? The Glow Girls? You guys, who remembers the Glow Girls? The wrestling thing that came on TV. I saw that big girl, that big one that smashed Al Bundy in the middle of the ring. Married with Children. She sold everything so good. No lie. Dude. What's up, Mr. Brian Allen in the house?
We told you last week, Tony was only a special guest.
He was a special guest.
Maybe next week, we don't know.
Tony got booted from his own show again, shaking my head. Guy, I mean, I wish there was something I could do, but I don't know.
Tony's like an absentee father that's just gone to get milk again.
Real age. Who are we talking about? Ripley? Is she even 30 yet?
No, I want to say she's 29.
She's like 28 or something. She's borderline 30, I think. Mount Fiji. Whoa! We got
27 years old.
She's 27.
Born October 11th, 1980. She's got my birthday month too. October 11th, 1996.
Damn! She was born a year before I graduated high school. Holy! I shouldn't have said that. Now people know my age a lot better.
She was born a freshman in high school.
Wow!
And I'm not ashamed to admit it.
So, like in '97, the year I graduated, I could have held her like at 1 year old. Go, oh, I'm gonna love you so much in the future. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna be so
mine. You're gonna be mine.
You
just mommy.
Wow. Refrigerator Jacks almost took out Ripley with a butt cheek.
They need to put Nia Jax in a match with what's her face that
Nia's really got to get that down right.
No, what's the big white girl's in WWE's name? She's like the white girl Nia Jax. Like that, Pepper. What's her name?
Got Bubbles or something. What's her name?
What the fuck's her name? I know Joey knows it.
Gummy Bear, or whatever her name is. Now that's a heavyweight match. That's a heavyweight match. For sure.
Since we're talking a little wrestling, what's everybody's thoughts on Drew McIntyre? Piper Niven, there you go. Thank you.
Piper Niven. Okay. What was her name before that? It wasn't Piper Niven the whole time. For some reason, I'm thinking she has some kind of nickname, right? She has some kind of nickname.
You know who she reminds me of, though? Have you ever seen that girl that does those Instagrams and the things where she's like, Tammy here?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Watch it. Yeah, it's hilarious.
So, guys, let's get into the hobby. What's going on in the hobby? I want to say that we're finally getting steps and steps closer to getting better product out. We're finally seeing some HD at some affordable prices. I think we just got to fix some of that art up a little bit. Today I saw a really nice copy of the World Heavyweight title, the plates. And they weren't monkeying around. They did the lines pretty damn... It's a cast. From what I spoke to a maker, it's a casting. So it's 100% on point. Okay.
So I'm curious to that maker. Now, how do they cast it? Are they sand casting? So I go down this rabbit hole of...
That's a good question.
I love watching Pakistani sand casting videos, and I'm just wildly intrigued.
The one thing I can say is, whenever you cast anything, it makes the object smaller. By the time you're done, it's actually smaller. A hair smaller. So for some of the people that have like the regular stock WWE shop belt, can you buy them? Are the whole mountain placements the same, or did they just cast the face and the rear is going to be solid and your old nuts and bolts in the back?
It depends. Now I can speak on this a lot, right? And this is one thing that I go down the rabbit hole. Hey, if he did, more power to him. But with the casting, right?
What's up, Michael? What's going on, brother?
It actually doesn't get smaller. Now, if they're sand casting, this is just sand casting. So what they do is they take beach sand. They take sugar molasses. Can't really see it right there. Sugar molasses, and they mix it together, and that's the bonding agent. They'll literally cover the plate with the cope and drag, which is the mold, and they'll pour the metal in there, so it'll make an exact replica of whatever their thing. So if he has a replica belt over there, he can create it with the exact mounting holes that the WWE shop has.
He can, because the maker happens to have one.
Then yeah.
From what I remember, from what I know, talking to a certain maker, it cost the guy like $1,000 to get the damn thing over there.
Oh shit.
So yeah. We have somebody, a part of the Mendoza clan here tuning in. Hello, Dad.
Hey, is that room clean?
Hey, babe, whenever you message me on this, call me Daddy. I don't have to be there. Call me Daddy. And guys, this is. Let me go back to this comment. Brian Allen comments. He goes, "Go on a 5-month buying strike, and the Don West deals will roll in." I've been saying this for a while, but it's really hard to make it a movement and get everybody to jump in on this. If everybody just said no buying from a maker for a month and a half or 2, these guys would have to break. They have to. Imagine if we broke Classic Shields into selling belts HD for $500-$600. Complete.
At the current market price, I'm not even upset at the price. What I'm upset is with Classic Shields is I can't go to them right now and be like, look, dude, I want a white Intercontinental. And you can't deliver it to me in 6 months. That's what I'm upset about. If I'm going to spend $1,300 on an Intercontinental belt, I want it in 6 months. I don't want it in 2 fucking years, because by the time that 2 years is gone, that want, need, and desire of me wanting that belt is flew by.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, if anybody does have a white Intercontinental for sale, HD quality, no CNC HD, let me know.
I've got an HD IC in a box, brand new plates. And I've just been like, I don't know how to go about it. I don't know if I should do the Warrior strap. I know if I do anything but the Warrior strap, I'm going to want it. I'm going to have to do it all over again. But the white strap is like, leave it alone. Don't touch it. Don't fold it. Don't, you know what I mean?
I've never owned a white strapped IC, so I want one. So did you see that? Did you see? I missed a little bit of it, but I follow Great Custom Belts.
Great Custom Belts is doing good. They're doing good.
Did you see the whole Brandon Douglas drama that was transpiring? Hey, 2 weeks, bro. I'll love you forever.
In stock, and then 6 months later, it's still not there.
How do you feel about that?
Okay. I've talked to makers before, and they have a different idea about the reality of what in stock means. To them,
don't ask me what in stock is.
Oh God. What in stock means to them is they have the material on site, they have the artwork ready, and they can start it for you. That's what in stock means. For us,
so the OMI, just so you know, OMI in stock means that they're currently actively mining the zinc from the mine fields, and it's going to get transported to a refinery. From the refinery, it's going to get transported to plating. It's going to go to plating, and then it'll go to OMI, and he'll get them etched.
Yeah. When he says in stock, it means they're getting the impurities out of the zinc.
It's on the earth.
It's in the process. It's on planet Earth. But honestly, in the United States, in-house, in hands means in-house, in hands. It means, look, right here. Here you go. It's right here. I can ship within 2 hours of me talking to you, and it's on its way. It's just 2 whole different languages and understanding of how they do things in the world. You know what I mean? It's crazy. We definitely got to start some kind of movement on putting a strike to buying belts. Try it for, don't know, it doesn't even have to be a month. Try nobody buying a belt from anybody, anywhere for 2 weeks. Watch what happens. You guys will thank us later. 2 weeks. We wait longer for other things.
Well, you know what I'm trying to do with, I'm talking to Great Custom Belts. We're going through his artwork and stuff like that. And I'm challenging him to step outside the normal, all these makers do the same casted sidebars and they look the same, and you need to separate yourself, right? So I had a dual plated winged eagle that, minus the Adam Gibbons fucking initials in it, it had thick sidebars and it just looked the part. And if you look how thick those sidebars are. Those are 8mm sidebars.
Those are 8mm. Those are thick. Oh, Great Custom Belts just did one with 8mm.
That's sidebars. Because of me and what we're doing, and we're trying to get people, give them some, because those 8mm sidebars, they make the belt, they make the winged eagle look more prestige.
It's a beast of a belt after that.
Yes,
it's a beast.
You put these dinky little sidebars on. Everybody has that.
You know what I say about the winged eagle with thick sidebars? Give me that Knight Rider steering wheel look. You know what I mean? Dope. If you remember the Knight Rider, it only had 2 little bars on the side of the steering wheel. You know what I mean? Don't try to bust no fast ass U-turn.
No, fuck that.
That ain't gonna happen. But that's the look. You know what I'm saying? You want the.
Yeah, but you're Mexican. You're Mexican, so you know on that little steering wheel on that side we could have the suicide knob. You know about the suicide knob.
You put the little knob on there.
Yep.
What you know about chain steering wheels on a low rider?
Hell yeah.
Turning like this.
But no, that's my thing, is just trying to push some of these makers forward and being more of a help to the community than anything.
Great Custom Belts. Watch how many thick sidebar winged eagles he'll start pushing and selling after that one.
Because it looks sexy.
It does look sexy. That's like a tight dress looks good on a thin woman, but once you put the pow, you know what I mean? It's like Roger Rabbit's girlfriend, if you understand what I'm saying, with them thickety thicks on the side. How the hell did Roger Rabbit land a girl like that anyways? I always ask myself since I was a kid, how the hell did he get... Never mind. We'll move on.
No, see, but that's part of the mystique about it, though, right? Roger Rabbit, you can go down to like Shrek and all these motherfuckers. Hey, I'm Shrek of the fucking hobby, and I landed me a pretty decent, solid chick. Thank God it's not my personality. I don't know what the fuck. Little drugs or something.
Brother, it's crazy. But hopefully, when I first started in this hobby, shit was crazy. I saw somebody today comparing RM with Fight Night belts, which tells me that there are still many unknowing people of what the quality is comparing one thing to another, man. But I don't know. We got to teach these kids. We got to put them in class. Before we start accepting people in groups, we need to put them through a class. You know what I'm saying? Like the DMV. Make sure they check all the sections right and everything, man. All these kids have these preconceived notions of what good belts are and what good women are and what good everything. I was watching this thing I sent to my wife the other day. Chad Johnson and Shannon Sharp did a podcast, really good podcast. And they were talking about this, and they're like, if you ain't 180, you ain't a lady. And Shannon Sharp's like 210, and I'm in. and they're talking about Chad Johnson's like, I love more than anything. And he's like, what? He's like, he looks around, he looks at his wife, he's like, hey baby. And she was asleep. He's like, give me that fupa.
It's like, I love that fupa. Dude, dying. Had Pete dying. I had to send it to the wife, though. It's just fucking hilarious, you know? But it's the appreciation of it, man. It's like...
Yeah. Oh,
what would you trade? What would you trade? Your wife gave you your family, your kids,
everything, man. My
everything.
My wife's given everything. We now have matching teeth. Poor thing. She had 3 extractions today. 3 teeth are gone.
Oh.
It was like a wisdom tooth, another molar back there. But the one that hurt for me was the one over here. Because I was like, damn, babe, I know we're living in Indiana, but you're straight out with that tooth now. I was like, I've never saved up for anything harder than what I'm about to save up for. But we got to get you a little implant right up back in here because I cannot.
No, but you got to get the Mexican way. You got to give me the silver shit.
Oh, man. I was like, is the suction of air going to affect certain aspects of life here? Because
she didn't sound like a whistle. She can be, whee! You're not gonna be able to concentrate anymore. You're
There's no way I'll be able to keep a straight face, brother. There's no way. It'll be shot. It'll ruin you don't know how many nights now from now on. If I have to laugh to that.
Man, Josh is just gonna walk in the room on those special nights. He's just gonna walk in the room with a little bit of clay and he's just gonna hey.
Oh man. What do they call those things? They send you out the like the little clay mold and you what are those snap-on fucking
oh
teeth?
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Oh god. I don't know. I'm gonna have to bust some of those things out and tax season, which reminds me, tax season, guys.
I haven't done my taxes yet.
No, I just got my forms today. I gotta go do them. But there's things on our list because we've been waiting for this. So what is what's the top 3 things we're gonna get with our taxes?
To be honest, it's gonna go in my sock drawer. I got no needs. I got no real wants. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna get a 3D printer.
Oh, okay.
I'm probably gonna buy one this week, to be honest. But I want to get a 3D printer, have something to kind of occupy some time, do some cool things, and kind of go from there.
Okay. For me, it's gonna be three main things. Because these hands are so sore and tired of hand stitching. Holy crap, are my hands sore. So I'm going to get myself a professional $1,500-$1,600 hand stitching machine for saddles, which I will use for actually doing crumb rind straps or belts of the nature that need that kind of stitch work, like the original crumb rind. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Second thing I'm going to buy is going to be probably a 3D printer. I need to start making my own artwork and stamps for when people request certain things. I gotta invest back in me, level up.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. And 3, God, I'm so on the fence. I wanted to put a quince together for my daughter, but now she was telling me the other day she doesn't want that. We can always do a Sweet 16 later, no big deal. Sweet 16, no big deal. But she wants to go to Universal Studios and stuff like that, go to LA, and it takes a lot of the stress and expenses out this year if we do that. But man, those are my top 3 things.
You let me know if you do that.
Brother.
Yeah, I'll meet you down there.
I'm a holler at my boy. You know I am, brother. You know we are. Toast to that one right there. Michael Nelson answers, save some classic Shields belts and some Mendoza leather. that last one there, make that one your priority, brother. I highly recommend it. Believe me, get yourself some Mendoza leather. That's a good one, man. And you know what? When you do a Sweet 16, that's actually not bad because it's not expected to have so many other things involved in a party. You know what I mean? You don't have to have the chambelanes, which are like your royal court and all this other stuff. It's just a nice big ass party. So, you know. Richard Ward, what's up, brother? Have a good night. Go ahead and turn in. Sweet dreams, brother.
Sweet dreams. Dream of Mark Maggart shirtless laying on a beach. You'll get through the night.
Dream of him just lacing you up in leather, wrapping you up in some.
I want you to dream of Mark Maggart laying on a beach shirtless while Eddie Bulger lays on top of him, staring at you. As Ben Walker eats the footlong corn dog on the beach. Thinking of you guys. Tune in this fan go tomorrow. You'll never know what you'll see.
And this is something along the lines that I was thinking of doing. Ben's got a good plan right here. He says, I'm going to look for an AR since I just bought another pistol. Use some of my moves. Use some for some of his move that he's going to do. Put the rest to the side. That's actually, you always got to put something away for a rainy day. You know what I mean?
I need to finish. Speaking of that, Ben, I started a long time ago and I haven't finished, but I'm building a fuck you AR pistol. It's actually a 308, not a 5.56. It's gonna have a 10.5-inch barrel. I got the lower already done. It's been put in the safe. It's been in the safe for a while. I need to finish the upper. That's a good idea. I need to finish that upper.
10-inch barrel. You still got some good accuracy.
I'm not worried about it. It's more of a thumper. It's more of it's just that more of a fuck you, America. Yeah, let's just go there.
Okay.
America, fuck yeah.
Oh man, guys. Again, I just want to say thanks for if you've been watching this whole way. Thank you so much for staying with us. We're pretty goddamn, I don't know, bipolar with what we do here. But like, share, and subscribe. Recommend us to a friend. Don't recommend us to a friend. Talk good about us, talk bad about us. It's all publicity, guys. We love it.
You know what we are? We are your weekly OCD, ADD, ADHD, every guy's brain show where we're going to talk about fucking guns, to wrestling, to fupas, to whatever you need to talk about. We got you.
We got you guys. Is there anything you want to open up on? Just put it in the comments. We'll pick it right up. We'll take it wherever you want to go with it. It's the best stuff. Today I put a post up about like even the cartoons we grew up with. It was like a little collage of the entrances of the opening entrances of the cartoons, like Thundercats, Silverhawks, He-Man. It even have Gem. Don't lie. You're lying if you didn't watch Gem and didn't think she was hot as hell. Because I know I watched and Gem was hot. Especially when we had the pink hair. Woo! Woo! But, guys, that's why we like Rhea Ripley now. Rhea Ripley would have been one of the misfits on Gem.
I can see that.
And I would have loved it. And I would have loved it for real.
That's what we're talking about. So I don't know if Disney's redoing or they're rebooting or they're remastering the X-Men cartoons from when we were a kid. I see a preview for it.
I've seen some previews. They are chasing the original art of the cartoon, how it looks.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, the drama and the storyline in the original ones is gonna be hard to beat.
I restarted the original, and they go to Muir Island and all this stuff like that.
Okay, I gotta check that one out, man. I gotta check that out. Joey Mendoza, you know you had the hots for Cameron. They all. Joey, why you gotta do that? Come on, man. AD Terry, what's going on, Barra? What's going on, brother? Good to have you on. A little late, but right on time. Right on time, brother. AD Terry comments, X-Men is the next season. Picks up where Professor X died back in the day. You know what? That's going to be interesting. I don't know how that's going to be for me.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna give it the chance because we were talking about this the other day. I threw it out there. I'm like, because I was watching Logan, which I think Logan was one of the best movies that they did. It really put the human touch on. Fuck Joey.
You know, Joey watched it. If he even knows that they were called the holograms, he already knows. Bro, we were watching that at the same time. I can almost bet.
So with Logan, you know, they put the human. They gave Logan that human. Just it was what was needed. But if you look at we were talking about this functional superheroes. The list of functional superheroes that is necessary to win a major war is not very long. I'm not going to go to Superman and be like, "Hey, it's time to win us this war." I'm of the belief that Superman, when it comes down to it, doesn't have the necessary evil in his body to do what needs to be done.
I agree. I think he has to be pushed pretty hard to make some kind of decision like that. He's got the power to do it all, but
all right,
he doesn't have that.
Let me ask you a question.
That Batman mentality is what he doesn't have.
Let's say we're going to combine all the universes, so I'll give you that opportunity. Thanos has the five stones again. He's about to flip that. You got to take him out. You can choose one comic book character. One character, but that's your ride or die. Who are you recruiting to do the damn thing?
Jesus Christ, that's a good one. That's a good question.
I think there has to be an evil streak in a hero. Not really evil.
To answer that, I think I'll say this. At that point, I think everybody, and I mean everybody, wants to survive, right? Whether you're a bad guy or a good guy, you all want to survive, right? So I would have to go with kind of a good guy, bad guy type of thing. And within the universe of Marvel, I would have to give. I would have to
let you take outside of Marvel because DC's. I don't think DC has it in them either.
I would have to. I have to stay within Marvel and say that Loki would be the man for me.
Really?
You know what I mean? Because in order for Loki to be what he is, he still needs a world to exist and be his mischief self.
I just don't see him having the strength.
No.
The intestinal fortitude.
I don't think strength, but he has his ways of getting things done. You know what I mean? He has his ways of tricking and manipulating he's not completely a good guy, so he can sneak into that bad guy side, that kind of thing.
This is where I gravitate more towards a guy like Deadpool or Logan, because
I was going to say Deadpool, but he just doesn't have that. I don't know. There has to be more than just his physical presence. There has to be some kind of magic, something involved to trick the mind. You know what I mean? And Platinum's got a good answer. He answers this. This is dead on. If we have to go outside of DC or Marvel, Vegeta's a damn good answer to me. That boy's got the heart for that. He's got the heart and the power for that. The guy destroys planets. He's good.
Tony needed a chorus of people behind him to do it.
You said it before I could, honestly. Yeah, he gets smacked by Thanos. Platinum Swords, he says Loki gets smacked by Thanos, though. He does. But if Loki's on his game and he does this with time and does this thing to manipulate and get close, he can get it done.
But it gives me that scary scenario, like where
Tony Stark
was it during Endgame when what's his face was like, there's only 1 in a billion chances it's gonna work, and it's 1.
No.
If I had to lock I keep going back to Deadpool or Logan, because as much as they would resist, they're gonna sacrifice themselves. They might not admit it's for the greater good. They'll spin it, but ultimately it's for the greater good.
Woo. Well, I'm all out of goat milk, so I'm just gonna finish this off. I'm gonna finish this off right here. It's a very there are so many strong, powerful characters. You know what I mean? Yeah. I imagine Galactus coming out of nowhere and just putting a hand down on him. You know what I mean? Like, brother. But Silver Surfer would have been a good candidate for that too. You know what I mean? Joey comments, Thanos needs the stone to win. He would be crushed by a lot of DC villains. He could be crushed by a lot of them. You know what I mean? My money would be on without the stones, or even maybe with the stones. Silver Surfer, hell of a guy.
And there's
Facebook
movies
user, what's up, guys? What's going on, brother?
There's movies that have came out and that have that fizzled, so people don't really even comprehend them, though. You look at how bad Marvel butchered Fantastic Four. I mean, Captain America is Johnny Storm in Fantastic Four. I mean,
they did butcher it, man. They did butcher that shit. They're so much better than that. So much better than that. Darkseid, ooh, especially with his eye beams that can chase, and that's a whole nother beast of a man right there too. Platinum says Silver Surfer or Dr. Manhattan. Ooh. Yeah. I think you know what, Dr. Manhattan. I didn't even think of that, but I think you may be right.
I'd be close right there.
He can foresee a lot of things happening too, so that's no joke. That's no joke, man. That's a hell of an edge he would have on him too. Thanos can't see ahead. strange.
I
think if he had the right training and abilities, could get it done if he had to.
I don't see him having that streak though.
No, but if you do see, if we've seen enough from the movies, you could tell that he's edgy. He's taken risks on some really big miscalculations on his decisions. You know what I mean? For certain things let things happen. He's you know what I mean? He's calculated. So I think he could get it done with the right training and abilities. He could probably get it done. You got to remember, in the Marvel universe, when they finally got to Thanos, he'd only been in it maybe about 2 years span time, 3 years span time of maybe 4 at the most. When he faced Thanos, so he was still pretty fresh to the arts of what he was doing and his powers. So, you know.
See, in the Marvel universe, especially with X-Men and stuff like that, there's so many more people I want them to like. I'm a big I love Omega Red.
Omega Red.
I love Omega Red. You get Mr. Sinister. There's just so many people you can focus on. So it's just like, just hurry up and crank out some movies.
Yeah. When I saw the Hulk going heads up, I thought we were going to see more of a fight. I honestly did.
Yeah.
But they used him more in a way to show you how far apart their physical strength was from one and another.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But oh well. I mean, what are you going to do? Well, guys, we are over the hour. As promised, we've been in here enough tonight. I am definitely going to say that we have done more than enough for our jobs tonight. I want to thank everybody that's still here, that's been hanging on. Thank you guys for always tuning in. Hopefully you guys will be here next week. We'll see you guys again. We'll bring up some more subjects. I'm sure there's enough in the hobby to fill it up for us. You know what I mean? Something always happens. We'll bring up some current events, some other stuff that's going on. And hopefully you guys will be here to, put your 2 cents in, guys. So, Mendoza here, signing out. My boy Ethan signing out. We'll see you on the next one. Share, like, comment, subscribe. Good or bad, guys, don't worry.
Let's get through the week. Let's finish this week out.
For it. We're all good. We're here. We're all men here. Okay. No snowflakes. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out, guys. We is out of here.